Archer outside the London Stadium, West Ham Fan TV. Just finished 2-1 semi-final. This is take 3, by the way. We'll put the outtakes of the other ones on the Christmas bloopers. But yeah, look, you got to be happy with that, mate.
Yeah, I am, mate. Like I said, the heartache from last year, and I think we've just learnt that. I was talking to Marshy briefly, and I sort of said it. I don't know about you. Like at the start of the game, the atmosphere was very nervous tonight, and I think that affected the players, especially in the first half or until they scored. But I'm going to go straight to the positives, mate. I don't know what the hell's happened to Kera. I've always been a huge fan of him, and tonight he just showed. Well, the whole back four, to be honest, they were world class, and the goal was very disappointing. And obviously we're here in the stadium looking back. People are saying it's a little bit soft, and I hope Moyes has a go at the players, because a lot of the players did stop, and that could have cost us. But if you look at the positives, the character, Saeed Benrahma, Paqueta really frustrated me, and then you just saw that glimpse of brilliance, and that's how you understand why we've bought him. And yeah, I'm just overwhelmed that we've managed to do it, mate, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I mean, going off with the atmosphere first, with the crowd, you can sort of understand it with last season. You know, the expectations with Europa League, Frankfurt here, and you know, we didn't go that one step further and reach the final. But tonight, as you said, we haven't played great, but you know, even being 1-0 down at home, and they were sitting back, they was wasting time. They didn't look like they wanted to play. I was actually watching them and thinking they remind them a lot of us, of what we're like. They must have been watching West Ham DVDs.
Yeah, no, they were, mate. And I've heard a good few rumours about their striker. Apparently, he's really, really, really good, and we kept him quiet. You can't fault the players. We've got the job done, and like you said, if anyone, we was messaging earlier, what do you reckon the score was? I said 3-1. But if you ask any West Ham fan now, taking 2-1 to Amsterdam next week, it will be no-brainer.
Yeah, it sort of plays into our hands, isn't it, having that sort of 2-1 lead going out there. But as for the game tonight, I mean, second half, I mean, like, it's one of them games where you think we're not going to get nothing off this ref tonight. So we got the penalty, and then obviously Benrahma, you know, balls are still, mate.
I've done it for the last 3 penalties, what we've scored. I've looked the other way. You know, like when you have them two positions, I was like, I can't watch this, but I was facing the crowd, and as soon as he stepped, I had confidence in Benrahma anyway. What a finish. Antonio, I really did feel sorry for Antonio tonight. Like he was bullying him, but he just didn't get nothing off that ref at all tonight. And in the Premier League, I think he'll get that. But Danny Ings, I've really criticised him. I've even gone to the lengths of calling him a Zaza, like the impact what he's had apart from the 2 goals. And then tonight he's come on, and that link up with the running in the channels. And I think the players are hungry, and they know how close we are to getting to it, and what a moment it would be for us going to Prague. But like you've been mentioning to others, I was so surprised Kurt Zuma played tonight, and I didn't realise Bonner was ill as well. So maybe that was an enforced change. But I'm just over the moon, and I think we'll get the job done next week.
Yeah, no, I mean, you mentioned it earlier. I mean, a trophy for this football club, especially for some of them players, because not many of them players in their career are going to play in cup finals. There will be some that go on. You know, Declan Rice has got good experience at a young age. He's played for England in the Euros in the final. You know, so to get your first trophy under your belt is massive, and for David Moyes as well. You know, it'll be a good way for him to, if he does leave the football club, it'll be a good way for him to sort of be a send off for him.
I don't know whether we just gave them too much respect, but obviously, Thursday to Sunday, it's quite a big gap, but we just didn't have the intensity tonight. And I think we've learnt our lesson. We're going 2-1. We'll just hit them on the counter. And yeah, what it would mean for these players. Me personally, I think Dec's going to stay another year. Everyone's probably going to get me in the comments going, "What the hell?" I can't see the teams coming in and asking for that money. What we've got.
So West Ham have set their price. They've said, "Look, this is what we want. If you want him, you pay it. If they don't, then we keep him."
Yeah, I think he will stay as well. And Declan's proved it a couple of times. He's been linked away from the club, and he's put his heart on the sleeve. He loves the club, and whenever he does go, he'll be respected by all of us. But I think we'll get the job done, and yeah, we'll move on to next.
Yeah, and if Declan Rice does leave the football club in his last moment in the West Ham shirt is lifting that trophy in Prague, look, I know there's a lot of football to go on between now and then, but what a moment for him to go out he'll always be in the hearts of the West Ham fans.
Yeah, and like he said, he always mentions Noble as well, and I can imagine Noble going in that dressing room up full time again today, and I can imagine Noble being heavily a part of the side next week as well. And like you said, Deck's been brilliant, and yeah, like you said, it's just a shame that we've not got Skamaka. If Mbama didn't play last night at Man City, I thought maybe he would have come on, and you never know, he could play a part for the rest of the season as well.
Yeah. No, listen, mate. Thank you for standing behind.
Cheers.
See you later, mate.